What's going on, everyone? It is time for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, September love reading. If you are open to love and possibly even maybe have your eye on somebody, the first part of the reading will be for Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The second part of the reading is going to be for if you are already in a connection and you are experiencing some issues. We're going to take a look at what could be going on with you and your person or persons or whatever you crazy kids are into these days. Thank you for your curiosity. If you are brand new, my name is Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. Welcome to my channel. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. I will be going live quite frequently, so be sure and hit that notification bell so that you are energetically aware every single time I am called to bring you a reading. This is done on all my platforms. If you're interested in a personal reading, all that information is in the description box in that link tree. I am now offering mentoring. If you're interested in mentoring and awakening coaching, some sort of mentoring and guiding you and aligning you with the right path, kind of talking you through some things, if you are interested in anything like that, please ask me any questions if you need more clarity or book your session today. Let's get started. We're going to look at Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo. All right. And we are entering Virgo season, so happy birthday, Virgos. Happy birthday to all of you. All right. I know quite a few Virgos. I get along quite well with Virgos. I have, I think, 4 placements. So not just a stellium. I have 4 placements in my chart having to do with Virgo and heavy 6th house influence. So I see you. All right, singles. If you are independent of any connection right now and you're open to the opportunity of welcoming in what could be next, or if you have your eye on somebody, let's see what's going on with you. Let's take a look. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Tower card. All right, Tower card, 2 of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Magician, 5 of Wands back here. You may have recently left a situation. I think you decided to focus on yourself because something that you were just in was not doing it for you. There you are showing up to your reading. Something you were just in was not it. Obviously, right? You're still independent. You're still available. You're still open to the possibility. Okay. So you had a choice to make, and I think you chose the path of least resistance based on something recently here that was, inevitably not meant to last, right? Whatever you just went through, not meant to last. That 2 of Wands shows that you had a decision to make and you chose to go ahead and focus on yourself, especially with that Ace of Cups coming out. That Ace of Cups is a strong focus on self. It's also an energy of wanting to reboot, being open to offers again, right? Okay, so what crosses or complements you? Hello, sir. What crosses or complements Virgo placements? Okay. We're going to see the tail up. What crosses or complements Virgo? I recently learned something, so you'll notice that my shuffles change, my spreads change. I will still run the Celtic, but I'm going to be shuffling different moving forward. Next month, you'll notice something different. All right, so for September 2024, Virgo, single placements. What crosses or complements them? Okay. We have the Death card with the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So this was a very focused decision. You ultimately know that whatever you were just experiencing definitely was not it. And this was a strong focus of you making a decision because you could see very clearly way down the road that you just could not envision yourself with this person. And as upsetting as it is and sad as it may be, right? Ultimately, you have to do what needs to happen. There's all too often that a lot of us will just kind of tolerate a situation for the sake of, you know, just getting along, you know, the fact that we've already invested so much, the fact that, you know, let's give them another chance yet again to see, you know, where this could go, right? Ultimately, though, Death card, Tower card, this is you doing everything you possibly could And as sad as it is, you ultimately decided to go ahead and move away from something. With this happening, this is major change happening to your life. Major change, especially with a 5 coming out, talking about 5s are changes. You know, upsetting change for you. Here we go. The Fool card, the Magician. Now starting life-changing new beginnings. Goodness me. Brand new beginnings. You were upset that you were not getting as much as you were giving. You were giving way more than what anyone was providing to you, and you ultimately decided to focus on yourself. This is that energy of, you know, if I'm going to do this much and not get anything back, I might as well be giving it to me. Or if I'm going to feel alone, I might as well be alone. That's that kind of energy I'm kind of getting from this. So ultimately, Knight of Swords, there was this pretty impulsive decision to go ahead and just make this happen. It feels like this was a decision where you're just like, you know what, I'm doing this. Here's the Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords, right? Just, this ain't it. You saw some sort of an opportunity, took advantage of it, and made your move, okay? What is the best that can be achieved for Virgo during September? During September, 4 of Cups. I don't think you're quite ready just yet. I just want to say that. I don't think you're quite ready. If the fact that your previous information is still coming up during this month, it may feel as if you may still need to do some detaching and some understanding of why, so that whenever you move forward and you get faced with potentially similar situations, we can apply these lessons and have different results. Yeah, you're being pulled apart for a reason here with that Hermit and the Star card. There's an intense need for you to focus on your healing right now in solidarity. Catch it. Why didn't you catch it? Oh, look at it. Thank you, good boy. So we have the High Priestess. We have the 2 of Pentacles, a pair of 2s. A pair of 2s. You know, a decision that you were probably coming to a head with. You may have done all you could to discuss this with your previous person, but you know, ultimately it ended up going nowhere. So as sad as and upsetting as it was that you kind of, you know, wasted your time, that you made the decision to leave. And this is an opportunity for you to look at this differently and not look at it as if it were a waste of time, right? Everything we do is for intention and for purpose. There's a lesson in everything. There's an experience that you were meant to go through for a reason. We get faced with choices and decisions every day. Whatever choice and decision you make, you must write out the course. You must write out the course of your decision. And it just depends on, you know, that outcome and what you do with it from that point forward. We're always presented with an in-the-moment type of scenario based on how you made decisions before, and realizing what kind of outcome you're hoping for in the future is how you should be utilizing your present moment. But this has nothing to do with you just kind of staring into the rearview mirror and being worrisome or fearful that those things are going to happen again, therefore recreating it over and over again by hyperfixating on it, focusing on it, recreating it over and over. Okay. So now let us look and see what is the best that can be achieved during the month of September for Virgo placements, because I have a feeling you're not quite ready yet. I saw the 7 of Swords again. Let's see what's coming up. For the best that can be achieved. What's the best that can be achieved? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Not quite ready. Not quite there. We've got that 9 of Cups, which is, you know, still very emotionally protected. You're probably getting some offers with the Ace of Pentacles coming out, but the 2 of Wands has you more or less choosing to stay as independent as possible, because I don't think you're seeing anything as a viable choice, a viable option, and you're very happy about this. You're okay with this. 1000%. It's all good. It's all good. And the fact that, you're like, you look, I don't need anything. I'm not desperate for anything. The fact that I'm still getting attention speaks volumes. I just don't feel ready. I just don't feel ready. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. This could be for some of you. Again, if you feel like any of this does not resonate, please check your other placements as well, because I do cover Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Other placements may resonate more. But for the most of you, I have a feeling that the options that are coming in are not really cutting it. We'll say they're not really cutting it. Okay. What's the foundation? Immediately. Not cutting it again. The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, holding back, right? Feeling very, very guarded, capable of building this foundation however long it takes. Oh my freaking gosh. 444. Hello. The foundation is not there. It's just not there. There's nothing viable. Libra energy with that Justice card with the Two of Cups. Nothing is there. Don't overthink it about you needing to stay in limbo while you're waiting for something that seems way more plausible to come through. Don't settle. Why would you settle? I think settling is what got you in this energy in the first place. Settling is what got you here in the first place. That let's see what happens. Let's see where this goes. I've already invested this much. I have to find a way, right? I have to figure this out. And I think that that's kind of what got you in this place of being open to receptive opportunities. I'm going to leave all four right there because my guides do this a lot because of my reaction. But we've got Three of a Kind sitting down here. Three of a Kind, where you're waiting for things to come into alignment. This is you holding back a lot while you think about what's being offered, and what's being offered ain't it. It ain't it. You're just like, no, because the Four of Cups is that tick list. And I have Virgo, Venus, and Mars, so I know about the tick list. I'm very familiar with the tick list, especially because my Virgo, Venus, and Mars are both in the freaking 7th house, which is relationship influences, right? So I have my list has gotten pretty strict over the years. So the fact that I stood in my confidence, holding true to my boundaries and really speaking my truth and being really authentic and transparent right up front from the get-go, this weeds out a lot of riffraff. This eliminates a lot of people who don't want to see where this goes. Okay, so people aren't going to come around and check for you when you're not giving them much room to check. Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, right? This is you blocking and being very aware of a lot of this energy of people coming around you, pretending like they're going to be it, when all the while they're just looking for that chance and opportunity to see how far they can get. This isn't built on true, genuine, lasting connections. This is somebody who, and I've had this before, where you set your boundaries and somebody's like, oh, I think I can get you to bend your rules for me. Throw an ego at me, thinking it's charming. It's an immediate refusal. Thank you for playing. Game over. The exit is this way. Goodbye. They're like, you're not even, and I've been called mean for standing firm in my boundaries. I absolutely do not want people who smoke cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for 17 years. I have been quit for coming up on 11 years quit. 11 or 13. I forget. That's fantastic. I quit in 2013. It's 2024. I don't math. I guess it's 11 years. I don't like it. I don't want to go back. I don't want the smell. I'm very, very sensitive to it. So it's a deal breaker. I'm also plant-based. That's a deal breaker for me. I'm very, very spiritual. That's a deal breaker for me. I'm pretty boring in that I don't watch TV and I don't watch movies. Kind of a deal breaker for other people. It's a deal breaker for other people. They're like, you don't even watch anything? You're not this, this, this. I just am the way I am. I'm speaking my truth. I'm very clear and upfront about who I am and why. And this eliminates things down quite succinctly. And that's perfectly fine by me, because what this does is generate authentic connections where you can truly start to have some very eye-opening and revealing conversations, so that you can truly get to know somebody for who they are, based on, you know, based on their true vibration of who they really, really are at their core, not somebody that they're pretending to be in order to get you hooked, right? It's that presentation that people put on whenever they're trying to put on their best face when they first come forward. This is where you're kind of weeding all of that out, removing all of that ability right up front, you know, authenticity or nothing. All right. Ooh. Or nothing. 3 of Wands is coming out. I was just fixing to ask about your past. We've got all those 4s sitting here. Here's a 3, here's a 3, here's a Knight of Cups, right? Sitting in your power here, very strong Venus energy, allowing things to come in, to see where things go, to see what happens. Where is this going to go? Oh, you're interested in me? Okay, sure. I'll go on dates with you. Yes. You know, just kind of jumping into any old thing and going, sometimes even allowing for other people to set the pace, allowing for, you know, societal rules to set the pace and to set the rules for how you do life, you know, how you do your connections. I know you all remember this, the 3-day rule about not calling within 3 days of receiving the number, so you don't appear too eager, and then not kissing until at least the second date, so you don't appear too easy, and not sleeping with somebody until at least, you know, 3 weeks, so you don't appear like you're this or that or the other, you know, putting on airs, applying the societal rules, you know, whether they are good or not, whether or not it applies or not, right? We're just kind of programmed, and we're operating, and we're robotic, and we're doing it. And this is where you figured out, you know, maybe that ain't it. Maybe different people require different approaches. Maybe you require a very special set of rules where you are going to need some more time, where you're going to need to really test somebody's authenticity before they're allowed to have access to your energy. Okay. What's that past? 3 of Cups. We're pulling the 3s. That's so funny. Pulling the 3s. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is open to dating. Open to dating. Probably a little bit blind to the misconceptions here. Pretty open to the opportunities. You may have been seeking, you know, connections online. You may have been generating a lot of connections that were inauthentic and just, you know, really a bunch of lessons. Here's another 3 of Pentacles coming out as I split the deck. All right, what is that immediate future? What's that immediate future looking like for Virgo placements? Immediate future, please. Immediate future. Queen of Cups. There's another 3, the 3 of Swords. I don't think you're getting any hits that are viable, unfortunately. Your immediate future is still showing that you're focused on the best kind of love that there is, but I don't think that there's anything viable. There's just nothing viable out there. 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords, the Empress card, nothing viable. The 2 of Swords and the 8 of Swords are both blinded. They're blindfolded, both of them. And both of these are mental entrapments. And the reasons why I don't think that you're open to receiving anything outside of self right now is because there is strong calling here for you to dive deep into your healing journey still. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't feel like connection is the direction. I feel like you're being guided back to self for a little bit longer, because you're going to continue to get these hits that make you question, that make you concerned, that make you worry, that make you very hypersensitive, very hypersensitive to things that are said, actions that are done, right? We get in this energy of kind of really paying attention to every little thing that people do. Again, I have Virgo placements, so I miss no details. And I don't feel like this energy right now has you looking outward in a very healthy way. So I think Spirit is calling you for the month of September to still focus inward, still drive that intention back to self, and still to do that healing work for the rest of the month. You are going to have opportunities for people to come forward to test you, to see, where you stand. But ultimately, the vibration that you're in right now, I think you're just going to get a lot more lessons. You're going to continue to get lessons to make sure that you get it before advancing forward. This Five of Cups is, yes, you're ready to release all this garbage and you're ready to start focusing on something better, but there's still an intense focus on the loss, on what hasn't happened, on what you haven't had happen for you yet, on, other people having theirs and you not getting yours, right? But once that redirection happens and you turn around, those two cups will be there waiting. Those two cups will be there waiting, because in this current energy, you're still not open or receptive to even seeing something worthwhile. There they are, those two cups, right? Something worthwhile is going to be on the other side of that healing journey. But you have to figure out that next move forward away from this feeling, away from the feeling of still looking outward. I think you're being guided inward this month, unfortunately. And when you focus on self, and when you redirect that attention back to self, what did you learn? What did you figure out? How will you start applying things differently moving forward? What do you like about being in relationships, and what do you not like about being in relationships, right? And then ultimately trying to figure out what it is that you do want in a partner, and then starting to make those moves towards becoming that kind of person, so that you can then attract in that kind of connection. Because when you start applying all of the things that you're expecting out of the person to your own life, and you start becoming the kind of person that you want to have come into your life, into connection with you, that brings this in for you. Okay, this brings this in for you. You start seeing people more clearly at their authentic selves, at their authentic, genuine selves, right? The offers feel like they're more on the level of something that you would be willing to consider. This would be something that you would be willing to consider, that you could focus in a better way on. Something that seems way more plausible because of work done on self. Okay. I'm hoping that makes sense. I have to word this in such a way that it's not too simple, not using profanity, not using terminology that wouldn't be understood, worldwide, Okay, let's see here. That's something that I hear a lot of people in other cultures talk about, how Americans speak English, that somebody from another country whose native tongue is in another language and they also speak English, and then another person from another country and their native tongue is in a completely different language and they also speak English, understand each other's English better than they would understand my English, due to me living here my entire life and knowing slang, ebonics, different verbiages, terminologies, it's a lot of our slang. A lot of our slang does tend to confuse people is what I've heard. I thought that to be pretty humorous, which made me want to just really focus on being as clear as possible, funnily enough. So, little side story. Side story to why I try so hard to be very descriptive. All right, here we go. Let's look. We're going to look at the beach time, soul, love. See what else Virgo needs to know. What else does Virgo need to know for September? Golden mirror. You're still in this vibration here. Still in this vibration here of having to recovering from something. There may be still this energy of you projecting based on the thought process, the contemplation, right? You're sitting in this energy. And I had this whenever I left a narcissist after being involved with somebody for 10 years. There's a decompression. There's a detachment. There's an unraveling of all that. There's a kind of things that we absorb from this person. And you have to shed this off of you. You have to get rid of this, as well as, kind of getting over and looking at what this connection was. Very one-sided, right? Somebody that you were dealing with that was very self-absorbed, that took advantage of everything you had to give and offer. What else can I tell Virgo? Dragonfly has you realizing things coming to light, figuring things out here, and then noticing about how to change and heal, taking the time to do this. And I feel like you're still needing more time to continue to change and heal. I feel like this has a little bit further to go, right? We're not light switches. We can't just disconnect from somebody and then be ready for immediately something else. There is a transitionary period where you're releasing this, you're decompressing, you're kind of processing and getting over things. I've got keys on a ring coming out, showing there's these options coming in, right? People coming in, possibly offering you, and I had this too. It's disgusting. When I used to cut hair, I cut men's hair, and the offers were coming in, offers will come in, and I'm like, I'm not there, I'm not ready, I don't want to be open for that right now. Well, everybody's got needs, right? And I'm like, I don't have those needs. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So there's people here that are probably offering you, to fulfill needs, and this is a possibility. Sometimes people do have that, and sometimes people do have these feelings of needing satiation for a moment, right? And you get these options, you get these decisions. I wouldn't, beat yourself up too much if you fall victim to this a few times, or if you actually do need a satiation of that every once in a while. If you would like to, have that fulfillment without any strings attached. I've got the chaser coming out as well. There's this fear of abandonment. There's a fear of codependency situation. So you may be pretty dismissal when it comes to connections and attachments right now. We've got separation. So I feel like you're kind of maintaining this distance between you and people. I think that if you're entertaining any options or choices right now, you're keeping them at arm's length. You're keeping everything nice and surface, not really getting too deep or involved with anybody, because you're still processing things. I've got the Phoenix back here. This is a new phase, and you're still in this transitionary period. You're working on your growth. You're working on your mind's development past the situation that you've gone on here. Look, we've got hammer and date coming out, right? Paradise also coming out with coffee cup and passion, seduction. I feel like that's not enough for you, though, as far as progressing forward. In looking back, you know what it is that you're trying to grow into. You know where you need to be eventually. While you're in the process of working on yourself and changing these patterns, right? Working on yourself, being very persistent in working on yourself, and you're rebuilding yourself into something new. Some of you may not be completely closed off to going out and talking and meeting people, right? How are you going to know? if you've learned anything, if you're not allowing yourself the opportunity to try out what you've learned. You know, so some of you may be allowing connections to happen eventually. You know, there's this energy of, you know, you wanting to enjoy one another and kind of be in this energy of playfulness. You're wanting conversations, you're wanting to connect with people, to build friendships potentially and see if things can't happen and build up. You're wanting to finally get out there and enjoy life, right? You can't live in this energy of being upset and grieving forever. This is that energy of you wanting to move on. You know what you've been through was not it. Now the detachment and that next phase is starting to present itself. I don't know if you're quite ready yet, though, is the entire point of this whole thing. We've got not enough out here with seduction and passion, right? There's this energy of people, you know, giving you bits and pieces of what you think you want, but kind of falling short of the total package. So while you're still progressing, while you're still in this developmental stage, I feel like there are major changes going on. Big healing, though. This is going all the way back with the butterfly, with that child, with the childhood trauma. Working on that, healing that inner child, going way, way back, and then every connection after, right? That takes time. Having the dragonfly, the butterfly, and the phoenix, all three out here, plus hammer, I feel like this is your main focus, and you're not really interested in people trying to derail you from figuring it out so that you can start creating the connection you know you deserve, okay? Because it's possible. I'll tell you flat out from experience, it is possible to attract in somebody worthy, to kind of blow all these theories out of the water. I started doing this myself, applying these lessons myself, and creating these opportunities to test myself, and then lo and behold, absolutely manifesting and creating a connection, a true, genuine, on the level, everything I've ever wanted connection, just by doing everything I talk about, right? But I was tested until then. You get tested. When you start learning and start figuring things out, universe will make sure that you're ready before you say and dictate to your, you know, your guides, your source, universe, God, angels, whatever. Say, I'm ready, I'm healed, I'm good to go. Okay, prove it. Because nothing is just given to you. Nothing is just given to you. You have to prove it, that you've done that work and you've developed yourself into somebody who gets it, understands it, has closed out these cycles, and can start making better decisions, focusing on that love coming in and building it in a more solid, secure way. Holy crap, making way better decisions, enforcing your boundaries, and building true, lasting connections. Whew. I digress. All right, so that was for singles. That was a lot. 33. Yikes, that was a lot. Ooh. Because when you're not ready, right, and you feel like you are, you need to know why universe says maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Sometimes we need that flashlight shown on it. And sometimes, I've heard this too, sometimes some of you need to just learn. Sometimes there is lessons, you know, that still need to be kind of drilled in before you get it. I have a lot of people. I'll give advice and guidance all the time. It's not always the advice or guidance you want, but it's the advice and guidance that you need. And I've had people block me. I've had people try to get their money back. I've had people, while sitting there paying me over and over and over again, telling me how right I am, how spot on I am. And then the second you say something they don't like, But listen, I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you to focus, to concentrate on what you need to be doing in order to create the future you would love to be in. Overcoming these obstacles, creating that divine focus forward. Okay. Anyway. All right, here we go. If you're in a partnership, a connection, relationship, marriage, situationship, what have you, this part of the reading is for you if you're experiencing issues with your lover. Look at them. They're so good. Okay, we're gonna put that back in. How cute are my guides? How cute are my guides? All right, if you're in a partnership, relationship, connection, and you're experiencing issues, this part of the reading is for you. We're gonna get started. They want to talk like immediately. Nine of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, worried and stressed about this current ebb and flow. There's some sort of a risk somebody has taken that has brought on all kinds of stress, unnecessary stress to your connection. Here's the Moon card, the Two of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Somebody here is creating a lot of unnecessary stress with these choices of being very selfish, very greedy, potentially only focusing on self. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. What do my Virgos in connection need to know? Ace of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Some sort of truth has been uncovered. We have the Fool card, Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles back here. Okay, so the Fool card is somebody who is non-committal, okay, foolish, careless, with a connection that could be very long-standing. For some of you, if this is not a marriage, then this is a marriage-like partnership where you both maybe have talked about marriage, or you could be living together, you could be having shared a home, y'all could have talked about moving in together, you know, whatever this is. But there's some sort of a truth that has been brought to the surface. There's some sort of realization here with that Ace of Swords, some harsh realization about things going on. Let's see here. What crosses or complements? What crosses or complements? Yikes, double. What crosses or complements? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And again, cross watchers, switch that energy as needed. Okay. What crosses or complements? Judgment and justice. Cause and effect. Some sort of karmic lesson. Some major decision here. We've got somebody that was making very bad decisions, wrecking everything. I've got the Two of Wands, possibly juggling other people, other partnerships, other connections here. Ultimately, there was a lot of fighting, a lot of chaos, a lot of upheaval. There are some very intense lessons. The cause and effect of this is that somebody now has to make some very tough decisions. Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles out here, right? That we had earlier. So what is the best that can be achieved? What's the best that can be achieved? Three of Swords, Tower. What's the best that can be achieved for Virgo? What's the best that can be achieved? All right. So because there was juggling, now there is more juggling. Now there is an indecision that needs to be made. And somebody here is under stress and duress about the risk of starting again here. Very, very risky because of what the potential could hold by making this decision to move forward with this person. I've got aces, twos, and threes about what this new beginning is going to look like. I've got a 10 and a 5, a pair of 10s out here. A pair of 10s out here about, you know, the risk of ending this all or the risk of moving on and moving forward with this person. Major risk indeed. All right, major risk indeed. And somebody here is trying to figure things out. I feel like there's this need to maintain appearances. You both could have a family together, and so you're having to maintain appearances for the children's sake, for the family's sake, so that people don't understand that there is tension before you figure out what the next moves are going to be. A lot of times we will fake it till we make it, right? What is the foundation? What's the foundation? What's the foundation for Virgo? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Cups, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Sun card, Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Here we go again. Four of Wands. I just did this with the last reading. We're doing it again. 444 again with the Tower. Holy crap. They did this last time. Same position, same cards. Foundation of everything, right? Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. This is you holding back. And I feel like this is going to take a while for you to make this decision. You know that you have to move away from whatever energy this is. And there's no rush for you to do this, but now you're needing to decide, am I doing this with this person or am I doing this without? What do these look like, right? What would it look like with this person, without this person? I can't help but hold these 3 4s again in the same position. Different deck, different reading, same zodiac sign, same energy of love, same position. Wow. They were different cards, but it was 3 4s in the foundation. Holy crow. What is the immediate past? What is the immediate past for this partnership for Virgos? What's the immediate past, please? Oh. Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Like you both got along really well. There was a lot of ability to figure things out together. Yeah, y'all got along really well. Here's the Lovers again. Everything was seemingly great, right? Until it wasn't. Death card, Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Six of Swords back here. Everything was great until it wasn't. It almost feels as if these choices and decisions that were made ultimately happened pretty quickly, fairly quickly, where somebody, made a decision to come into partnership with you and then already started right away to try to get away with things, to try to figure out how to make things move in their favor here. Three of Pentacles reversing with the Five of Swords almost immediately trying to get away with things. Tell me about the immediate future. Tell me about the immediate future. Because the thing about this Lovers card is this is a choice. This is a choice here. We have the Divine Masculine. We have a Divine Feminine. And then we have that snake, right? There's that third party. There's the third party. Somebody that's looming. Something that's looming. Some sort of decision that is there, is going to be there, is going to be an interference. What's that immediate future? What's that immediate future for? Thank you. Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Okay, you're in your head about this, and there is this deep focus on you thinking that if this person has the opportunity, because they've done this so many times, you don't see them choosing differently. I feel like you think that this is just kind of the way somebody is. You may have already made up your mind here. I've got the Sun card, the Seven of Wands, and the Hermit card here. I think you've already made up your mind, and I think you're digging in deep to this energy. I don't think you have any apologies for the way that you feel. I don't think there's any apologies whatsoever. Sometimes when we get so scorned and so hurt by the choices and decisions people around us make, we go a little scorched earth, right? You're just like, F this, F all this. I didn't sign up for this, I'm out. I did that with my first marriage. I was like, I didn't sign up for any of this. I mean, I was 19. We were 19 at the time. So he was wilding out early. And I was like, you know what? No to none of this. I didn't sign up for any of this. You go be crazy. I'm gonna go be 19, and let's just let bygones be bygones. Okay, I just good luck to you. And he still calls me. I was 19. I just turned 46. He still calls me. Ugh. Anyway. Okay. Ugh. Still. But he's in a marriage. He's in a marriage now, right? These people are out there, the type of people that you accidentally connect with, right? Some sort of major decision of getting involved with somebody who is going to, constantly make you feel like as soon as they get the opportunity to do something, they're going to take advantage of it. They've not shown you anything solid and stable, except for the fact that they've, pretty much been a wild card from the beginning. This is somebody who's pretty much been a wild card since the beginning. I feel like early on, this started. Early on. Some of you were just, not about that 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th chance. Some of you are just not even about that. So, and I have a feeling that's out here, because we have the 2, we have the 4, we have the 5, right? There's an ace 2. There were the 3s coming out, ace 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're just like, you know what? What's next after that? The 6 of Swords. Lover's card is the number 6, right? 6. Good luck, everybody. Like a blackjack dealer getting off the table. We're all done. You're out of money. Let's split. Let's bust. All right. Let's look at... I'm going to look at the Magic 8. What else does Virgo need to know? Signs point to yes, that somebody's making plans. We've got push and pull coming out. Once another chance. Yeah. Time number 6, right? We got number 6 opportunity coming through here. Yeah, reunion is coming. Look at that. I've got energy drain sitting out there too. This is just non-stop, right? This person. And that's the thing. When we give chances to people, they get it in their head that this is what y'all do, right? Y'all are going to have this back and forth. Y'all are going to have this round and round. A lot of times if we forgive somebody and allow them the room to come back in, they kind of come to expect it moving forward. That's happened. That's kind of that energy of the 3 of Wands. If y'all have done this before, they're kind of expecting you to keep on doing it. Now, I don't have any 3 of Wands out here. I've got a 5 of Swords. I got a 5 of Swords. I got the Lovers in the immediate past and 5 of Swords in the immediate future. 5 of Swords is walking away from an empty battle where it's just going nowhere. This is that fight that never ends. It's an energy drain. And I think that somebody absolutely is making plans to try again, and possibly even again, right? To still, are you sure, right? Look at everything we've been through, right? They're going to throw everything they got in the book. Everything in the book, all the arsenal that they have, they're going to come at you with it. Remember when we met? Remember when you said forever? You promised me this, bringing out everything they possibly can. The guilt, the scoreboard, right? You did this, so I'm justified doing that. Whatever it is, and you've had it. I think you're at your wit's end. Energy drain with this push-pull. This back and forth, over and over again, up and down, round and round. There's something better out there. It doesn't have to be this way. You're tolerating it. You're enabling it. And I think you've had it. I think you've had it. We've got a runner situation coming out back here, right? Somebody that has gone away from this over and over and over again. Spirit saying, move on. Move on from this. It's not over, because somebody still wants to romance you. But with these multiple times of somebody having to get it right, actions need to start aligning with words in order for you to feel any type of hope or promise in what they're saying to come forward, to be able to come to fruition. We've got opposites attract, old habits die hard, right? There's all kinds of things that they're throwing at you. And even you may slip. Even you may slip and feel this level of comfort and this need to feel. And, that's happened. That's happened where people will come back. They'll come back around, bringing up, some way to try to get back in with some unsaid things. I need to confess something to you. I have to tell you something. I've thought about something. We need to meet up to talk about this, right? Anything they can to initiate and continue the conversation. We've got autumn coming out, which is literally right around the corner. It's just at the end of summertime right now. We've got September. This is your September reading, right? So somebody here is proving to you, once again, Spirit is warning you that, you know, this repetitive action and non-production of promises made is pretty much all the affirmation that you need. These are all the answers you need. Somebody continually telling you something and never backing up what they say is all the confirmation you need. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get views on my own videos. Busted. All right, so yeah, sometimes it's just that way. Sometimes we've just had it, and you know when you know. I've known myself a few times. So, and again, if this does not resonate, please don't try and force it into your world. Please check your other placements to see. I do cover Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus when I'm doing these love readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. I feel like that was your reading for today. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I thank y'all very, very much for tuning in and checking in with me for that love reading for the month of September. Thank y'all so very much for all of your interactions, your likes, your follows, your comments. I'm very grateful for each and every single one of you. So until next time, I will see y'all very soon. All the love, light, and abundance, positive vibes you can possibly stand. Y'all take care.